It's the MSRA Street Rod of the Year. Our next, and actually it's our first place award winner in custom rod. It's also a 41, but this one is a Ford Custom belonging to Todd Moran. Our next class, we'll go back to competition, and we have a junior dragster over in that BIR booth, and this is Brooklyn Hops 2009 half-scale junior dragster. Brooklyn's on her way over here, but Brooklyn drives this race car at BIR and other tracks, and as you see when she comes up here, Brooklyn is 10 years old, 10 years old. Pretty incredible. Our next class will be mild customs. Mild customs have a few more modifications done to them than the conservative customs. And a mild custom outstanding in class goes to Richard Glendy's 1970 Chevrolet El Camino. And we also have an outstanding class for mild custom. This is a 63 Cadillac Coupe de Ville belonging to Shay Sadewater. He's part of the MSRA display as well. And that brings us to our first place award. And we weren't the only ones that thought this based on our judges' inspections of the car. But it's Jason Tobin's and Shelby Gambino's 1960 Pontiac Catalina, which is MSRA's Custom of the Year. Our next class is custom, just straight custom, but it's had a few more modifications, and that's Mike Cooper's 1957 Pontiac Chieftain wagon taking a first place in that class. Next class we have is sports car, and it's pretty self-explanatory when you see that it's Mike's Auto Restoration's 1962 Chevrolet Corvette right in front of me here. That is the first place award winner in car. Next, we'll move on to our next class, which is another competition class. This one we're calling Full Comp, and if you've looked at the car, you'll understand why it's called that. It's Garrett Jedlicky's 1933 Ford Bonneville car, and the Union Speed Shop right down here to the left. Switching from competition to custom, but staying with the full category. Again, a full has more modifications than mild and conservative customs. But in our full custom class, we have a outstanding award for John Zeckbauer and his 1953 Plymouth Cranbrook Coupe. That brings us to the first place award for full custom, and that's the 1954 Olds 88 convertible belonging to Dayton Jacobson. Yeah! Our next category is Hot Rod Coupe, and the winner of that first place award is the 1932 Ford 3-window belonging to Ron Doral. Next category is, we're going to stick with street rods again, street rod truck. And we have an outstanding class award for Eugene Dick's 1947 International K1 Maker. Sticking with the commercial categories in this class, we've got a 1937 Chevrolet sedan delivery, getting an outstanding class award, Jerry McGuffey. And then our first place award for street rod truck then will go to the 33 International Pickup, Ron Gorel. Now we'll go to Nostalgia Dragster, another competition class. We have an outstanding class for the front engine dragster belonging to Daryl Gabrielson. And then we also have an outstanding class award for a front engine dragster. This one belongs to Bob and Linda Lair. And showing you the reach of the GSTA car show, Bob and Linda are from Iowa. They brought that car up here to put on display for all of you. Along with the next front engine dragster, outstanding class award for Tony Ray's dragster. And that leaves the first place award for Nostalgia Dragster. This one is Matt Sletton. Enclosed canopy front engine dragster. Our next class is truck. Self-explanatory. And we have an outstanding class truck belonging to Taylor Teaser, the 1974 F-250 Ranger. And then our final outstanding class truck is the 1970 Chevrolet C10 pickup belonging to Rodney Mead. And then the first place award for truck goes to Lonnie Besser's 1970 Chevrolet C10 pickup. And I just gotta say, I think Lonnie likes coming to the GSTA show because for about the last 3 years, I think I can remember, Lonnie is the first entry we get every year. He sends it in December, sometimes before we're even ready to accept them. But thank you, Lonnie, for coming in every year. We're gonna stay in competition, and we're gonna go to Junior Street. This is a new category that NHRA has started. It is for, I want to say, underage drivers, but I don't believe this driver has her driver's license yet. But the first place award in Junior Street goes to Annie Sletton for her 2009 BMW. And she's got a few years on Brooklyn. Annie is 15 and drives this race car. Next, we'll go back to street rods. Let's look at street rod roadsters. We have an outstanding class for Doug Ladwig's 1932 Ford Highboy. Then we have a 1933 Ford Roadster belonging to Gary Snell, getting an outstanding class award. And then I believe this one is a little misnamed, but it's an A Ford Roadster, not necessarily 1920, but the outstanding class award to Steve Anderson. I think we had a typo on there. It should be like a 28 to 30 body. Our next and final outstanding class for Street Rod Roadster goes to Tom Harris for his 1932 Ford Roadster. And that brings us to our final Ford Roadster, and this gets the first place in that class. And that's Dustin Ditch's 32 Ford Roadster. Our next category then is late street machine, using a gear cutoff to differentiate between the entries. And we have an outstanding class for the 1987 Chevrolet IROC Z28 belonging to Joe Hawkins, our very own Sergeant Oswald. And then we have a first place award for late street machine, and this goes to Tony Lamont's 1978 Chevrolet El Camino. Changing categories but staying late, we have late competition. And our first outstanding class for late competition is Chris Bishop's 1969 Chevrolet Nova. Then we also have an outstanding class for late competition. This one belongs to Mike and Michael Pavolny, their 2014 Chevy Copo Camaro. And our first place winner for late competition is the 2019 American Race Cars Dragster belonging to Chris Bishop. Now we'll go to late truck class. We have an outstanding class award in late truck. This is Ryan Penderson's 1994 Jeep Wrangler, the Jurassic Park Jeep.
Good job, Grant.
We also have an outstanding class then for the 2017 Chevrolet Silverado belonging to Roy Reynolds. Our next outstanding class for the small truck, late truck outstanding class, the Chevrolet C30 Crew Cab, which we were sure that one would fit in the building. Sean Sprankle from K5 Squared. And then our final outstanding in class award for late truck is the 1976 Chevrolet Scottsdale pickup, Ray Kowski's. And that brings us to the first place award for late truck. And it's the 1984 Chevrolet Blazer, Sean Sprankle, K5 Squared. We have two classes left. The next one is called Pro Street. And we have an outstanding class award in Pro Street for Andy Jemmings, 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle. And our final outstanding class in Pro Street is the 1962 Chevrolet Bel Air belonging to Aaron Saylor. That brings us to the first place award for Pro Street. And that's the 66 Ford Mustang belonging to Michael Cody. Our final class is Street Rod Pro Truck. And we have an outstanding class For the 1948 Divco milk truck belonging to Larry Lambert. And then our first place for Street Rod Pro Truck is a 1935 Dodge pickup, Steve Jenkins. We also have several vehicles that were not in competition during the show. Again, we talked about Dave Steiny's 72 Ford Funny Car there with the twin turbos. That was not in competition as our feature car. We also want to recognize